Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a good day. Today is another stellar January day. Let me flip around and you can see no snow, no ice, short sleeve weather, and I was going to do a kind of a tune-up video where I was going to change the oil, the spark plugs, and the air filter on my Victory, but I don't have everything. I do have the air filter, so today we're just going to change the air filter, and when the rest of the stuff comes in, we'll just play it as we see it, however the weather works. But today is a good day to do the air filter, so that's what we're doing. So as you can see, I've got some preliminary stuff here. I don't know, and I don't think I'll need anything else. Of course, we got the genuine OEM Polaris air filter. Now I know some of you thinking, well, why didn't you go K&N? I didn't feel like spending 60 to 80 bucks for an air filter. I may choose to regret that at some point, but for now, I'm fine with the stock replacement. But to be honest, I don't know what's in the bike. Maybe there's a K&N in there already. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Of course, I've got the Allen wrenches. I've got let me see if I can get here. There it is, 10 millimeter socket extension on it, because you never know. Electrical tape, because, you know, why not? Electrical tape is always handy. A pair of diagonal cutters and zip strips, just in case there's any hanging around down there that I need to cut and then replace later on. So with that, let's get to it. So for starters, we're going to pull off this cover, and the one just like it on the other side. No kitty. You're not even my cat. What are you doing? All right, so what that has done is that has opened up this cap screw right here to begin undoing the seat. And for that, you will want a number 6 Allen wrench. Note to self, need to get new rubber grommets. If I can. I hope I can. With those 2 screws out, now we're ready to pull the seat off. First, let's clear off all my stuff. So we're going to lift and pull. And I'm going to put you down for a second because I don't want to scratch up my tank any more than it already is, and we're going to get that seat off. Now with the seat off, you can see how the tank is bolted on. And you see ground wires. So with those things now seen, we're going to grab our 10mm socket and we're going to start off with the grounding. Next, we're going to move to the actual fasteners. I don't believe... Oh, those are 6 still. Okay, nice. Ooh, wow. I was thinking for sure I was going to bust a knuckle there. Now I will say, while we're doing this, there's another grommet in there. So you kind of want the gas tank to be more empty than it is full for this, so that, you know, it's just less of a headache on your part, because messing around with a full tank, especially when it's got 5 gallons, that's not great, because you're not on a level surface, you're not, you know, balanced well. So my intention is to do this without completely removing the tank and setting it off to the side. My intention is to be able to pop the rear of the tank and gently move it back a certain amount just to get to the air box. Okay, now we're ready to pull the main fuel line, and I don't know how well I'll be able to show you that, but we're looking at right here, there's the elbow, and there's 2 little tabs, one up on top and one down below, that I need to squeeze and then pull, and I can get the fuel line off. There's going to be a little bit of residual fuel, and I'm going to stuff a couple of rags down there to try to catch that, and hopefully it won't be too much that comes out of there. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this fuel line off. Pinch in, push. That's what I'm figuring out. When I push, they give in a little bit more, and then pull. There it is. There's that fuel line. So now with that off, we're able to go to the rear of the tank now and lift up, get the wiring undone there, and then we'll pull up and slide the tank back. But for now, let me get you off of my engine guard, because I have you taped up there for now. I'll lift this up like that, so that holds like that. At least I hope it does. I'm going to undo these electrical connections for the fuel pump and so on. There's that. With that, I think we're ready. Also, the little grommet here on the inside, that fell off and fell down into the bike. I had to get that out earlier. Actually, you know, we're going to keep that off and pull this other one just for safekeeping. We'll put them back on here in a few minutes. In case you didn't see it back there, this is the electrical connection here that I undid. Orange, blue, brown wire harness from that connection there. So here's where we're at now. I'm going to put a hand there. I'm going to put my other hand there on the front edge, and that's lifted up just about right, about 2 to 3 inches. And then I'm just now, because the wiring and the fuel line is unplugged, I'm just going to pull straight back only as far as I need to uncover the filter box. Oh, this is going to complicate things a little bit. So whoever had this before has already put in a high flow filter, Lloyd's. There's supposed to be a seal that goes over the top of this. Oh boy. Well, that makes things different now, because what I need to have to install my filter is not there now. Well, looks like I'm going to do some research and see if that's a cleanable filter, because that thing is gnarly. Be back whenever I'm back. All right, I mean, it's only been a few minutes. I got to looking at the screw setup. I think I can still run my stock air filter back in there, at least until I figure out what to do with this Lloyd's. But the fact that I don't have the actual seal that goes on this horseshoe part, that bothers me. That bothers me quite a bit, but what are you going to do? It's not there. It's a used bike. Somebody modified it. It is what it is. But for now, let's get this Lloyd's out of there and see what we're dealing with. By the way, this is the number 4 Allen wrench. I'm guessing this is probably going to be washable once I look it up and figure out what I got going on here. Oh boy. Oh man. Torque happy people. It's just an air filter, guys. You don't need to frickin' torque it on there 50 foot-pounds. My gosh. I might have to get some brake free or some WD-40 for those. Be back. And here ends the video in bitter disappointment. You can see the Lloyd's air filter still in there. I put that screw back in. These two are in there so tight that even though I went and got a different Allen wrench, harder material, all that kind of stuff, these heads are not completely stripped out, but they're close enough to, if I keep fiddling with them, they will completely round out. So it's stuck. It's in there, it's grimy, it's dirty, it's nasty, and not a thing I can do about it now. So this was the very first time I did this with this bike. There was no guarantee of success. I figured an air filter should be an easy deal. But here it is. But I don't count this video complete loss, so I'm still going to post it even though I didn't get to change the air filter. And that's because all the steps leading up to that point are valid. And had I been able to get those 2 screws out, this air filter with those 2 screws would have just slid in and bolted down. And then everything would have gone back together the reverse order that I showed you. So even though the filter did not get changed, and I'm sitting here incredibly frustrated, everything that led up to that point is valid and still might be useful to someone. Or this just might be a garbage video that I'm throwing out on the internet with all the other garbage videos that are out there, just so I can have something to put on my channel. You decide. Have a good one, y'all. Take it easy. Just remember, not all plans work out, but not all plans are failures either.